That's a good thing. Okay, we are being recorded. So now we are starting. I would like everyone to close their eyes for a second. And take a deep breath with your nose and breathe out with your mouth, like that. Very good. And just keep breathing like that. You might want to sit with your eyes open or with your eyes closed. Just whatever is comfortable for you. I do recommend to close your eyes so you don't get distracted and probably don't want to look at your face, to everything that is in your room. Look at your cat or a dog or anyone in your room. I would really want you to be more connected with your body after this workshop. And just keep breathing like that. Mm-hmm. And the first number that comes to your mind is the right one. From 1 to 100, how anxious are you feeling at the moment? From 1 to 100%, how anxious are you feeling at the moment? Just the first number that comes to your mind. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that you already have the number. Take a deep breath, open your eyes, and take a note. Put this number down. You can put a comment in our chat box as well, just for me to understand how we are, where we are at, what level of anxiety. 68, 89. Okay, thank you. Just 20. Nice. 65. Okay. 28. Don't forget to put this number in your notebook or on your paper. 80%. Okay, thank you. 70. Okay. Yeah, I just want you to remember this number because we will need it later. A little bit about myself. If you're looking at the screen, you can read it all. So I'm not going to read everything, all the information, but I am a psychosomatic specialist and I work mostly with women. And I work with both psychological and physiological symptoms. And this approach is based on psychology and scientific studies. The scientific studies I'm based on is New German medicine. And you can see the numbers over now actually it's 700 hours of sessions and 80 hours of personal therapy. So what I normally work with, I work, as I've already mentioned, with different types of issues like women's health problems, autoimmune diseases, like everything that you can see on the screen, and even more. These are just the most common problems or issues that people come to me with. Why such a wide range of issues? You might have this question. Because psychosomatic approach has a really nice mechanism on how to trace the origin of the disease that starts in your mind without actually, it doesn't make any difference for me whether it's women's health problems or allergies, because as soon as I know how to work with the body and how to treat the body as the whole, I do not, split these types of diseases or issues in different spheres. I work with the body as a whole. So, and psychosomatics. Oh, thank you for the correction. Thank you very much. I like that. Okay, I'll just take a screenshot after that. So psychosomatics works with psyche or mind, observing body reactions. If we stop right now, and if you just scan your body at the moment, you might feel a little bit tense, or you might feel very relaxed. And now when you stop and just focus on your body, you might notice how you breathe. I'm feeling a little bit, nervous right now because I've never had such a big, masterclass. And that is why I feel that my breath is a little bit shallow and my voice is a little bit huskier than normal. And it's a little bit, like cracking. These are my symptoms of feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed. I cannot say that I'm fully relaxed now. So these are the symptoms, not the symptoms, the reactions in my body. I can also feel some, pressure here in my chest. I just want you to pay attention, just to focus on what signals is your body giving you right now. And again, take a pen and put it down. Focus on your breath. How are you breathing now? Also, are your hands cold or hot? How about your feet? How about your voice if you say something out loud? We are all muted, so you can try to say something. All these signals are very, very important for us to understand. And especially when I work with the clients, I normally observe micro movements of the face, the way the person is breathing, the way the person is moving or not moving, or he or she is frozen. This is important for you to understand. So, for example, if you're anxious, let me look at this, to 65% or 80% or 70%. And now you know that, okay, if I'm 70% anxious, my breath is like that. My hands are maybe shaking. Or your reactions. If you have scanned yourself right now, can you give me some comments, please? What have you discovered about your current body reactions? Hands and feet are hot. Okay. I have stiff neck. Shallow breathing, clenched jaw. Yes. High pulse, feet cool and clear voice, shallow breath, tight shoulders and back. I don't feel like I'm breathing deeply. Tight chest, cold feet, wrinkle forehead. Tension. So this is a lot about tension, right? Look at all these comments. Tight, tension. So our muscles are contracted. Like the way I'm sitting now, yeah, like that. I'm contracted. I want to seem smaller. I'm very, very tense. But if I sit like that, if I start breathing deeply, it means that I am relaxed. Why? It's very, very simple, right? But in psychosomatics, if our bodies and our muscles are contracted, are tense, it means that the body is saying no to the situation that is happening with me. For example, I'm feeling tense. I'm saying no, I'm not accepting it. I feel very contracted, very tense because I'm scared, I'm worried about the lockdown. I'm not accepting the situation. Any type of contraction, any type of tense is a no from our body. No as a response. And if our muscles are relaxed, if our diaphragm is relaxed, it means a yes. I really want you to just have a, let's do a small, very, very short exercise. The microphones are muted, so we're good. Try to say no. Just say no very loudly. I mean, as loud as you can, of course. Don't shout at people. No. No. I can see you're doing it. And if you say yes, yes. Do you feel any change in your body movements, in your body signals? Just, I'm giving you a couple more minutes because it might be very, very slight, and some people don't have a lot of please correct me, sensitivity. No and yes. Yes is much better, like a release. Yeah, this is very, very subtle, of course. Yeah, yes creates a release, no is tense. That's absolutely, I absolutely agree. This is like music to my ears that you can feel it. Yes is lighter. I push my chest forward when saying yes. Very good. More tension on my face when saying no. Okay. Voice cracks when saying no. No provides boundaries. Yeah, exactly. No is a no to anything that is happening now. If we think philosophically, right? No, I'm not accepting. No, I don't want this in my life. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. It's just a small exercise for you to listen to your body and just to trace the signal. Okay, this is the very, very probably popular picture from Google. So, but it just shows us a little bit about conscious and subconscious parts of our brain. So conscious mind is just 10%. And subconscious mind is 90. Some scientists say that conscious mind is 10 to 15 and subconscious mind is 85 to 90. That just depends on different types of studies. If you look at the picture, you will see what is in our conscious mind and what is in our subconscious mind. And as a psychosomatic specialist, I would say that the root of our problems, the root of our issues, both psychological and physiological, are in the subconscious part of our mind. So sometimes, not sometimes, like most of the times when I work with the clients and we discover the roots, some traumatic situation that happened in the past that caused certain condition or certain issue, they would always say, oh my God, I do not remember that. I do not remember. It happened so long ago. So it means that our psyche suppressed these emotions, this traumatic experience in the subconscious part. It means that, so it leads to us not remembering sometimes what happened. Why am I talking about conscious and subconscious mind? Because it's important to get access to subconscious part, to understand where is the root, where was this reason and the root of this issue. And conscious mind is very, very fast. It's like our thoughts, logical thinking, rational part. And we just sometimes, sometimes people with allergies, they're like, I tried this, I tried that, I do not understand. I used this medicine, this antihistamines, sorry for my pronunciation, treatment and everything. They are using their conscious part of their mind to understand the reasons and how to treat this disease, for example. But most of the times, it's subconscious part that contains this root. How can we work with subconscious mind? We need this very calm, meditative state of mind. And if we understand how to get there, it's going to be very easy for you to understand what is the root of anxiety, what is the root of your stress. That is why today I'm offering you to work with both conscious and subconscious parts of our brain. Okay, let's move on. Wow, look at that. Have you ever seen that? Okay, no. Mm-hmm. I mean, not exactly this picture. I mean, of course. I just don't remember. I think it's Google Pictures as well. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and it sucks. Oh my God, rest. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Anxiety spiral. So, how does anxiety work? Yeah, I'm not going to explain it in a very, very difficult way. I'm going just to put it very, very simply. So look at this pink dot. It's just the initial thought that you have that gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And one of my clients just said that, oh, I started thinking about like tomorrow, what am I going to do tomorrow? And ended up escaping from fire, from some house, grabbing my daughter because I was scared that tomorrow is gonna be some fire and something. So she created this crazy, huge, crazy story about her escaping from some what is this called? Oh, can you help me when it's huge fire? Anyway. So it all starts with a very, very small single thought, and then it just becomes bigger and bigger. Yes, fantasy of a house fire. Yes, not feeling control. Thank you for your help. Thank you. Sometimes I just lose these words. Yeah, and when you start spiraling, spiraling means thinking of worse and worse scenarios. Then there is a very, very nice exercise that requires just our conscious part of our brain. Conscious, remember, 10%, but it helps. I'm going to give you this exercise right now. It's called, probably you already know about it, but some people might not, so we are going to discuss it now. It's called worst case scenario. I do recommend you to take a piece of paper and a pen again and write something that gives you this anxiety. What are you scared of? Because anxiety is fear about future, fear about something that is not real at the moment. Now everyone, I'm looking at you, you're sitting in beautiful houses, beautiful clothes, beautiful people, not hungry, I guess, not thirsty. You're in very, very safe spaces. So anxiety, fear about future scenarios. Just put down, what are you scared of? If you're done, can you put a plus in our chat box, please? So I will know that we can move on. Thank you. Can anyone give me one example of what you're scared of? Just because I'm going to show on this example. Being chased, failure. Can you give me a little bit more details? Failure of what? Not having enough time for what? Just a little bit more details. Parents dying. Dana, parents dying, that's, I'm not going to use this technique for this case. I do recommend to take some other example, okay? I can explain later if you want, just text me. Not being able to move to another country. Dana, thanks. I'm scared of my dreams just being dreams. Life will no longer be the same. Okay. I think life will no longer be the same is a good example for everyone now. Yes, because we are being told that it's going to be a new normal for us. So I'll take this example. Life will no longer be the same. Imagine that it's happening now. Life is no longer the same. It already happened, by the way. And so what is next? What is the worst case scenario here? Can find the right one. I assume that it's like the right partner. If I'm wrong, just correct me. And so what is the worst case scenario for you here? So you cannot find the right person. What is next? So just imagine that you already have this. It is happening now. End up alone, yeah. And then the next step, it is happening now. You're alone. I'm sorry, Wuhan, you are alone now. What is next? What is next? What is the worst case scenario? Imagine that this is happening. What is next? When I get older, I have no one around. You already have no one around. What is next? It is happening now. You are older, no one is around. What is next? Illness. Make adjustments. No, don't think of plan B. No, just think of worst case scenarios. I really want you to go there. So you're old, no one is around. So what is happening? When I get sick, I have nothing. Okay, it's happening now. You have nothing to eat now. You are sick and you have nothing to eat. You know, the thing is that most people are scared that, yes, I will get sick, no one is around, and no one will help me. And yes, I will feel isolated. Die. Okay, yeah, and that's it. You will die. You are dying now. Let's go there. I recommend to close your eyes. I will die there. I will die. I'm dying now. And I'm gonna die with you guys because I've done it so many times. You cannot even imagine. Okay, let's die together. Everyone is dying now. How do you want to die? We all gonna die. Thank you. I see that a lot of you, many of you are smiling now. This is the reaction that I want. This is the reaction that I need. This is the first reaction. I'm like, you know, everyone, all the people, my God, where's my English? English, come back. Everyone is like, death, and they get either frozen or most of the time they get just frozen. And we need to change this basic reaction. Yeah, it's a release, it's a yes. Laughter is always a yes. So there are certain basic reactions that we have. Like animals have as well. And we took these strategies and reactions from animals. The first one is when there is a stressful situation, just imagine the giraffe sees a lion. What is happening? Yeah, he or she or it Can run away, hide, attack if he's brave enough, or just freeze. So when there is a stressful situation, most of the people get frozen. They're like, ugh. And here we need to change the reaction. It's either attacking or action or doing something or laughing, or maybe just moving from the situation, running somewhere, like most of the expats are doing now, right? Hiding. These are the basic reactions that we can change. So the idea of this task, of this exercise, is to think of the worst case scenario. Make it that absurd and make it that, you know, that absurd that you can laugh or smile at it, that you can give yourself some release instead of this tension. Okay. So I really recommend you after we finish, because I can see that you have written a lot of scenarios here. Yeah. That you can continue and just finish this chain until it gets very, very absurd, or until you die. And we can die together. The second exercise is more for logics and to bring you a little bit more safety and comfort. This is also logical, and it requires our conscious mind as well. So this is someone has already started doing this exercise, by the way. Someone sends some recommendations. What can you do in a certain situation? So I call it the Plan B exercise. So, for example, if you lose money, Mian has just texted, lost money, bad judgment from others, not get a better life quality. If you lose money, what is your plan B? I really want you to take a pen again and just put down maybe the same situation or maybe some different one. If you lose money, what is your plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F? Can you borrow some money? Can you ask your parents? Can you sell a kidney? Oh, sorry, that's a bad example. No. Don't sell a kidney. But I mean, just think of other options. If you, okay, everyone is scared of coronavirus now. You get coronavirus. Scary. What is the plan B? And a lot of Saigonese are scared of going to the military base. What is your plan B? What is the plan C? Yes, good. Borrow money, sell my stuff, fundraise. Yes, offer some of my skills in exchange. Very, very good. I would recommend here to put down what kind of skills, yeah, because it will give you even more variety. Sugar daddy, wow, I like that one. Yeah, why not? Again, selling the kidney. There are so many options, you know, guys, and we're just get stuck in one scenario. Sugar daddy, sugar mommy. If you give some ideas, that would be lovely. Especially if it comes to coronavirus situation, because I think that a lot of people in Saigon are worried about that. Can I ask a question to organizers? Do we have to finish at 2 p.m. or can we stay a little bit longer? Because I still have a few exercises that I really want to finish.
No, we have time. Our next session is at 2:30.
2:30. So can I finish at 2?
Over to 2:15 if you want, no problem.
Thank you so much. If you're okay with that, just stay with me till 2:15. If you have to go, yeah, absolutely good, fine. I know some people borrow money to buy lottery tickets. Why not? Just testing your luck. Yeah. So again, and lose money. So you have all your plan B, plan C, plan D. Then bad judgment from others. So if you have bad judgment from others, what are you going to do? Imagine that your family is judging you, your friends are judging you. What are you going to do? What is your plan B, plan C here? There can be so many variants. Get better friends, certainly. Run a place for free accommodation and food. That's a good one. If you do not, then we have another step, not get a better life quality. So if you don't have a better life quality, what are you going to do? Run a place for free accommodation and food, that's the variant. If you don't have this life quality that you think that you want, what are you going to do? These questions, in my practice, I combine psychosomatic approach and coaching as well. And asking yourself questions and answering helps you understand your personality, your psyche, your mind way better. Accept and work within the new limitations. That's a good one. And maybe do something more. I think it's the time to appreciate better what is around us. I cannot agree more. Move to other country, try a new career, try to change your perspective. So many variants. Yeah, this is important just to start asking yourself these questions. And this is just on a conscious level of your mind. Imagine how deep you can go if you work with subconscious part. We have already, I think I was talking for around 10 minutes, just imagining plan B situations. And you were thinking about these scenarios as well. If you just ask yourself one question, what is my worst case scenario? And think about the possible plan B situations for every single step. You will not need to do this, to go through this anxiety spiral. You can stop at any spot. You can stop here, you can stop here, you can spot here. You can just catch yourself. Thank you for your answers. I think we should move on. I really want you to finish this exercise at home. I hope that I will just put a tiny little seed there so it can grow. Another exercise that we can do for us to understand better where we are at this anxiety spiral is something that we have already done at the beginning of this session. It's just to stop and ask yourself a very, very simple question. What am I feeling now? Because anxiety, sometimes we can miss this pink spot. We can miss the first stages, and we can find ourselves just being there when it's all very, very, very terrible. Our life is terrible here. But we can catch ourselves. What am I feeling now? And there is no just one answer. You can feel such a cocktail. Yeah. I call it a Bloody Mary for myself. Anyway, such a cocktail of emotions, right? What am I feeling now? I feel more calmer than at the beginning of the session because I feel your response and I feel that you're very involved. So I feel like, okay, what else? I feel happy because I have this opportunity. Then I feel a little bit lonely at the moment, I would say. What else? So there are like, I've just named three states or three emotions. Feeling lonely is not an emotion, it's just a state. But anyway, if you stop now and ask yourself, what am I feeling now? You can just put it down. What am I feeling now? How am I feeling now? I do not accept the answer good, bad, okay. No, it's not the answer. Relieved. Good, bad, this is not the answer. It's just so many emotions can be hidden behind these words. I feel okay. I mean, okay, so just explain what is okay for you. It can be so different from my okay. I feel relaxed. Someone has a day off tomorrow. I'm very happy for you. Frustration. Not toward the session, toward the current situation. Yeah. Unmotivated. Confused. Nicole, introspective and thinking through situation assessment. If we talk about emotions, what is this emotion called, or emotions? Yeah. I do recommend for everyone to understand yourself better, maybe to Google, or I can send to everyone who texts me this emotions wheel. Yeah, where you can see all types of emotions, because I have come across a lot of times with the situation when people do not know how to name their emotions. And this is the very important step. I'm not saying that you cannot name the emotions, just don't get me wrong. Just give me more information here. Yeah, relaxed. A mix of emotions. If you have a mix, try to, just deconstruct this chicken that you have. Yeah. Sadness, anxiety, anger, frustration, tightness. Excited, getting a cat, congrats. Sensitive. Okay. This is the first step. As soon as you understand what you're feeling at the moment, then you can ask another very simple question, is why? Some people have already texted why. Excited, why? I'm getting a cat today. Perfect. Why are you lonely? Probably I know the answer, but again, I mean, lonely because many people are lonely now. That was my assumption. Confused, why? Sensitive, why? Sore, why? I have butterflies in my stomach, why? Why? I really need to know why. I mean, I have to know. You need to know. This is the second step. Confused. Normally, I don't think too deeply about all the bad things that can happen. I'm sorry that you're feeling confused, but this technique is really important if you're talking about the exercise that we have been doing before. It's important for you just to face the fear. to look at its eyes, and to know what to do next. Okay. Why are you feeling this way? Why are you feeling like that? Okay. Amused by the worst case scenario, I'm glad. Uncertain, okay, I have a very nice example that I want to comment. Uncertain, I don't know whether to stay in Vietnam or start over somewhere new. I know that a lot of people are facing the same question at the moment. So if you already know why, the third step is to start thinking in this direction. So you have the problem, like a mathematical problem, yeah? You're staying in Vietnam or you're going somewhere new. And this is when you understand what you're going to do, like what are the steps? How do I choose? This is where you start thinking and start taking actions. Okay. Sad, so many of my friends are leaving. Again, you understand, I'm sad now. A lot of people, why am I sad? My friends are leaving. What the next step is, what I'm going to do with this state, what I'm going to do with this fact of my life. Because it's always a choice. We choose our emotions. We choose our states. Are you sad that they leave, for example? Or are you happy for them that they're starting somewhere new? Or are you happy that you're staying? Or are you happy that there are so many other people that you can make friends with, like survivors in Saigon? Psychosomatics is also about changing perspective, changing reactions, changing perspectives, changing your strategies of thinking. First, you have a thought, then you have the emotion. If you change the thought, you can change your emotion. I hope that you're doing the exercise now. Yeah, okay. So the idea is to change the thought. So many of my friends are leaving. What can I do with them? Can I stay in touch with them? Can I make new friends? I'm motivated because I have no daily routine. You understand the condition. I have no daily routine. What can you do with that? I used to work with this girl who had such a big burnout. She was like, I'm staying on the couch every single day for a few hours, just scrolling. We introduced the daily routine with her, and she's super motivated at the moment, and she's developing her business. I'm not sure whether she's present at this workshop. I think not. She's developing her business, and she's started understanding her emotions way better, and just changes her way of thinking in her life. That's amazing. Understanding what is going on, because normally we do not ask these questions to ourselves. This is the time that we start. Okay, conscious mind, done. Let's start with subconscious part. Ready? If you're done, if you're ready, just can you put a plus? Yay, perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. There is just one thing that I want to tell you before we move to subconscious part. Thank you. So as I've already said, that we choose our thoughts, we choose our emotions, and they of course they are created. These patterns of thinking, these ways of thinking are created in our subconscious part. but sometimes we can control them. And there is one thing that I want to discuss with you before we go to other exercises. I would like everyone to close their eyes again. Take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And one more time. And imagine yourself feeling anxious about something. And you might feel some signals of your body that show you that you're being anxious. Just notice them. I don't want you to do anything with that at the moment. It's going to be a very, very honest question, very straightforward. I'm a Russian person. I cannot do it differently. But I require a very, very honest answer. Imagine that I just, what do you do with the magic wand? Move my magic wand and give you my Russian honesty, Russian straightforwardness. And you have this magic now. And the next question requires the very, very fast answer. The first thing that comes to your mind is the right one. When you're feeling this anxious, what do you allow yourself not to do? I am anxious, and it's okay for me not to do certain things because I'm anxious. I'm anxious and I can do this. But if I'm not anxious, I have to do some things. It's like PMS, right? If I have PMS, I can scream. I can just be such a bitch. But I can allow this. I can let myself be like that only for 3 or 5 days per month. This is from psychological view. If you have the answer, just put it down. What do you allow yourself not to do when you have this state? And this is called a secondary benefit. Stop thinking too much. Not to okay, not say to myself, stop. This is not primary benefit. This is a secondary benefit, but it does exist in every condition. Okay, 99% of conditions. Being anxious, this is a good example. Being anxious and I refuse to communicate with others. Not engage with the situation or people, avoid. This is a very common thing, and thank you for commenting like that. And thank you for being very honest with me. I allow myself not to be productive. Can you allow yourself not to be productive and not feel anxious? Just allow yourself not to be productive. Allow yourself have some rest. Allow yourself be in your own oasis. My bad pronunciation. Anyway, be yourself. Allow yourself be there. Allow yourself do these things without being anxious. Being anxious and I refuse to communicate with others. Don't communicate with others. Tracy, I think have a deep breath and try to forget the feeling. The feeling of what kind of feeling? Probably there is a bit of misunderstanding, maybe from my side. Try not to compare myself to others. Yeah, I'm feeling anxious and I'm not comparing myself to others. This is a signal from your body. This is a signal from your mind that you need to stop doing these things in order not to have the secondary benefits. Because when you're feeling anxious, you have this bonus, but you can give yourself this bonus, this thing that helps you without being anxious. Have less time for others. Amy, my recommendation, stop giving a lot of time for others. Give yourself more time. And you will see how your anxiety will decrease. You will not have to use anxiety as an instrument. This is a little bit of tough love, but we use our diseases, our states and conditions as a tool, as an instrument, as a certain strategy. Not everyone, not always, but mostly. Can't think rationally anymore. Stop being too rational. Okay, so I really want to show you how our anxiety kind of helps us not to do certain things. Yeah, it's like if we talk about psychosomatics, I have a lot of clients with skin problems, skin issues, allergies. And if they have like dermatitis, say here, right here, this part of our body is for pushing away. We push away some people that we don't like. So the person is using this part of the body and creates a certain condition here on the skin to push away people because he or she cannot push other people away without this disease. As soon as he or she starts doing that, pushing, like metaphorically, but in real life, saying words and just stop talking to certain people, the diseases just disappear. The body doesn't have to react this way. It sounds like magic, but believe me, I have so many cases like that. So if we start doing things that we do not allow ourselves doing, we just stop having certain conditions. Because all the diseases are just mechanisms that show us how to do something differently. These are signals. It's our signal system that is working and showing us. Pay attention, stop doing this, stop doing it. You can do it without the body. This is the signal. Okay, I can see by your eyes that you are a little bit puzzled and stuck. Okay, probably just take some time to process. Okay, are you ready to move on? So we have 12 minutes. And this is the time that we work with the subconscious part of our brain. I really want you to take a sip of water because we are going to have a practice, a meditative practice for around 10 minutes. Take a sip of water, make yourself as comfortable as possible. And just text me, how are you? Like, how is the information about secondary benefits? Enlightening. Thank you for this comment. Interesting. Can you give more examples? Yeah, sure, of course. Where to start with? Joints, for example. A lot of people have problems with their knees. This is the signal from our body that we are not allowing ourselves to move somewhere. To move means, can be metaphorically or, what is this, practically? Move in our life. For example, we cannot take some important decision and we are just stuck in between two options or a few options. Or we cannot start something that we are ready to start and we cannot just move there because we are scared and we have a lot of fears. We cannot move to another city, to another country, to another place. So a lot of problems with knees are connected with this. If we talk about skin problems, oh my God, there is a lot. I think we should just have another 2 hours if I start just explaining and giving examples. But I'll just give you a certain thing. Like if you have any skin problems in the inner side of your body, inner side is like, imagine the monkey hugging a mommy monkey. Yeah. So when you hug, where you hug, these parts I would call it the inner part. And another one, if you look at me, I will show you. And this is what is this? Outside part. So the inner part is for hugging, is for attracting people, is for pulling people that we really want and we miss. Say, for example, if you have like certain allergy here, like some girls have allergies in their chest, means that, yeah, I want to hug, I want some people or something. Sometimes it's even about animals, like pets. I really want them to be in my life. But if it's about this part or maybe legs, like look at this elbow is just for pushing people away. Yeah, a lot of people have eczemas here. Yeah, it means that they really want to push some people from their life. They cannot do it physically. I mean, not starting fighting, but just stop talking to them. Yeah, and the body signals it's time for you just to stop talking to this person because it's uncomfortable for you and just to start being very tense. Yeah, really, if I talk about it, all these examples, it's gonna take a lot of time, but if you want, you can always ask me, or we can have another workshop like that. Maybe certain topics like skin or allergies, just text me. May I know that the skin disease on a finger, which will lead, I have a very nice example actually with the dermatitis on a finger with a little girl, she's 12 and her parents were getting a divorce. And when we started this session, I asked her a lot of times, we did a lot of techniques, but we finally realized that she had this, if you look at my fingers, she had this dermatitis right here, like inside here and here. And it was like itchy, it was flaky. So yeah, when we realized that it was because she was scared that her parents are getting a divorce. And this finger, this is for the wedding ring. So her skin reacted, they are getting a divorce. Our body thinks metaphorically. I don't want them to get this divorce. I don't want them to take their rings off. So the skin started to become thicker, flakier, itchier. So when we discovered that, we worked on this problem. We just discussed all the fears, worked on everything. And I think how many days? 2 weeks, yeah, after 2 weeks, she stopped having this dermatitis. So there are so many examples, but we don't have a lot of time. Okay, can you close your eyes, please? Take a deep breath. And now I really want you to breathe very, very deeply. As deep as possible. Mm-hmm. And as you're breathing, I would ask you to focus on your skin, how your clothes are touching your skin. So you can feel how warm or cold, how soft your clothes are. Mm-hmm. And as you're breathing, I would ask you to relax more and more. And as you're breathing, I would like you to focus on your fingers and just notice, are they cold? Are they hot? Or maybe warm? Mm-hmm. If you feel like moving, yawning, crying, this is very, very good. You can do whatever you want. And as you're breathing and feeling your body, I really want you to get connected with it even more. And imagine that you can go to the best place in the world, the safest place in the world. It can be a real one or imaginary. Mm-hmm. Imagine yourself being there and look around. Mm-hmm. Just notice everything that is around you, all the colors, all the shapes. Mm-hmm. And as you're looking at it, I would ask you to focus on the position of your body. Are you walking there? Are you standing, sitting, or maybe dancing? Just notice. And I want you to know that you can move there the way that you want. Or you can just stay still. Mm-hmm. And I would ask you to feel the smells of this place. The tastiest smells in the world. Mm-hmm. The smells that only this place can have. Mm-hmm. And after that, I would ask you to notice all the sounds and all the noises of this place. And you can recognize every single sound. Maybe you can hear some voices as well, or maybe not. Mm-hmm. And maybe you can feel some taste on your lips. The taste that always reminds you of this place. Mm-hmm. And as you're being there, moving or staying still, looking around, listening to the sound. And even if you can hear any sounds that are not from this place, you can allow yourself to relax even more and more. This is the safest place for you. The place where you can feel the most fearless, the most empowered. The most trustful. This is the place where you can live with trust and not with fear. This is the place where you can trust the world and trust everything that is happening around you. And trust everything that is happening with you. Because everything that is happening has its purpose. Has its lesson for you. And growth. I would like you to see this growth and this lesson in the current situation for you. What is it that you have to do? What is it that you have to understand? Mm-hmm. And you might have or might have not have the answer. But I really want you to feel very, very safe in this place. And this feeling of security, this feeling when you are very safe, very protected, has some color. And this color starts growing in your body, starting from the tip of your toes and growing up, going up, moving to your stomach, to your spine, to your heart, to your head. And this beautiful color is everywhere now. And as you're feeling this color, looking around, listening to all the noises and voices and sounds of this place, moving your body, I would like you to think of the name for this state. It can be just one word, or maybe two words, or maybe just a short phrase. Mm-hmm. And as you get the name, I would ask you to come back to here and now. Move a little bit, do not rush. Take a deep breath and come back. Remembering the state, this color, this name, of your safest place in the world. Thank you for doing this exercise with me. Just a quick check. I was asked to finish now. I think we have overstayed, or I have overstayed my welcome. Just a quick check. If you're feeling all right, just send me the plus. If you don't feel good, send me the minus. And if you don't feel good, please text me. We will figure it out. I hope you enjoyed the workshop. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to text me. My Facebook page, I have personal and professional. I have also Instagram, but it's in Russian. So if you're daring enough, you can go there and discover a lot of things. Thank you very much. Yeah, also, if you have any questions and if you have any concerns and if you have any requests about other workshops, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for letting me have this masterclass. Okay.
Thank you very much. I think everyone really enjoyed it. Definitely something we need at the moment.
I hope so. I really hope.
Thank you, everybody. I have to change to the next session. Thank you, everyone, again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.